What's going on, guys? No One White here again for another video. Thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a long time. It's always a long time. I'll have to get better at scheduling my stuff and how I upload, but as you guys know, family people, I just got stuff to do all the time, so I get pretty busy. So needless to say, I have a pretty exciting video today. It should be pretty short, I hope, but I finally got an exhaust for the car. It's not exactly the one I wanted, but I did learn that this company did make a 3-inch exhaust, which I didn't even know. And so here we are. I definitely am excited to get this thing on. I've been driving the manual IS now for a little while, and I have noticed that with this car, the manual car compared to the auto car did have what's called an L-tuned exhaust system, so it's a little bit bigger than stock IS300 exhaust. So I mean, I guess that's a little bit better. I was able to run 10.5, 11 pounds of boost with the auto car, and I didn't have any issues. However, with this manual car now has the completely stock Lexus exhaust. As I'm turning up the boost controller, it's really not doing anything because the exhaust is just so restrictive, and the wastegate's having a hard time trying to regulate the boost, and pretty much it's having a hard time trying to keep the gate shut because all that exhaust flow is just backing up and it's very restrictive. So needless to say, I've been due for an exhaust for a long time now. I've been wanting to get one, and the one I wanted to get was the Greddy SP Supreme, or even the Greddy RS Revolution. Those are really common. I really like those exhausts, and they're obviously very well made. However, I called like 5 different companies, and they're all out of stock, all back ordered. Even if I ordered it today, it wouldn't ship for like 4 months, and I just don't want to wait that long. So I ended up just picking up one from a different company, and so far I already opened the box. I couldn't wait, but it looks amazing. So let me show it to you guys. As you can see, this says ISR, although I opened the box upside down, but you get the idea. So what I ended up getting was the ISR it's called an MBSE exhaust. It basically just looks like an overgrown IS300 stock exhaust, but man, this is so nice. See ISR there. So when I look on their website, I only ever saw the picture of the axle back, and I thought that's all it was. But I read it closer and emailed them, and they actually give you the resonated section as well. So in a sense, this will bolt up to the cxracing mid pipe, and then just it'll be full 3-inch all the way out. But this thing is very nice. So the difference between this one, ISR also makes I think it's called a GT single exit, which looks more like the typical angled out exhaust. This one should be a little bit quieter, I hope, with this big muffler. But you can see it's very nice. It's a 4.5-inch tip, and then, like I said, big muffler, 3-inch piping, and a 3-inch resonator there. It's all straight through design, and yeah, obviously designed for the IS300. So I'm hoping everything bolts up nicely. But it looks very well made, and so I'm really hoping it fits good, and I'm really hoping it sounds good. I kind of wanted something that has kind of a deep tone to it, but obviously this is going to flow much better than the stock exhaust that's on there now. As you guys know, I have this completely stock sad exhaust, and this car is so silent. I'm trying to do my best to show you guys how to install it. Shouldn't be too hard. Looks like it's just got a couple gaskets there. It comes with some bolts. I don't really like those gaskets, but I'm probably going to use them anyway. And yeah, let's just get this thing installed. This is probably the most basic modification or upgrade you can make to any car performance-wise. Is just replacing the exhaust. Well, aside from an intake, the exhaust will probably be the next thing. On these cars, the exhaust is very easy to take off. All you have is the rear section that's right here that goes off to the back. You can see, sorry I can't really get under the car very well, but the rear axle back section, if you're just replacing that, it's literally just 2 bolts right here with some spring coil like retainers on there. I believe those are 14mm bolts if I'm not mistaken. And then right next to that there's an exhaust hanger. So if you're just replacing this rear section, that's all you need to take off. Those 2 bolts, take it off the hangers and you're good to go. For me, I'm replacing the whole catback, so I got to replace this resonated section also, which is this big cylinder right here. That goes back to the cxracing mid pipe back there. You can see there's 2 bolts right at the tip of my finger back there. Same that's up here. Just 2 bolts back there, 2 bolts up here. Unhook everything from the hangers and remove it. It's literally as simple as that. I don't know, if you live in a rusty area, it might suck to get the bolts off, but I don't. So good luck to you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get this off and get the new exhaust installed, and yeah, give you guys some sound clips so we can hear what it sounds like. I'm hoping it sounds good. Well, that was exciting. They do make a tool to take off the exhaust hangers. I just don't have one, so I just struggled a little bit, but got it off. So here's the stock Lexus exhaust compared to the new one. Muffler's a little bit smaller. Obviously that's going to give a little bit more sound. Obviously the tips are, this tip is a 4.5-inch tip, and I don't know what size this is, maybe 3-inch possibly. But you can see the difference in the piping here and the diameter. Stock piping is very small compared to the new system. But yeah, I'm very excited. Hoping this all fits perfectly. As you can tell, this only has 1 hanger on this side. And honestly, I'm a little nervous because these 2 hangers are definitely in a different location than those 2. So I don't know, maybe it's designed that way on purpose. I hope it fits. Looks like it. It says it's for this car, so it should fit fine, I hope. Unless there's a different design change between exhaust hangers throughout the years in the IS300s. But anyway, just going to install the new gaskets. I'm going to put the rear section on first, then I'll put this resonated section in there, and hopefully it all fits right. Well guys, it is on there. It looks great. Can't wait to see what it sounds like. Didn't have any issues getting it on aside from having to clearance a few things, but like I said, on your car you shouldn't have to do that because, you know, your car wasn't a part of the takeovers, so should be good. Aside from that though, we'll go ahead and fire this thing up for the first time. I haven't heard it. I promise I haven't started it. This will be the first time I'm actually hearing it myself, so let's see what it sounds like. definitely quiet. I don't know how well you guys can hear it. I'll try and get close so you can hear it. I love the way it sounds. It's got a nice deep tone to it, and this was a cold start, so might get a little louder as you break it in some, but it's definitely probably a lot quieter than you guys are expecting it to be. But once I let it warm up, I'll give you guys some revs and you guys can hear what it sounds like. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Definitely you can hear it inside more. It's definitely a lot deeper. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope the car sounds great to me. Before I wasn't really driving around with the windows down because there wasn't really anything to hear. The car was so silent, as you can tell. But now the car sounds fantastic to me. It's not overly loud or way over the top. It doesn't, have this nasty raspiness to it. It sounds nice and smooth and clean all the way to redline, and it's just the way I like it. It's a nice kind of adult-like exhaust. Like I said, I didn't really want to go with straight pipe or anything that didn't have a resonator on it, because I would just get annoyed. I know I would. But I hope you guys like the way it sounds so far. Like I said, everything fit perfectly. Sounds good. We'll just see if it lasts a while. I definitely can tell that the car drives a lot better now. Like, it's much more responsive, and it doesn't feel like it's being restricted up on the top end. So that's perfect. So now I should be able to turn up the boost and hopefully make my way back to 12 pounds of boost where I was at before. But I hope this video was enjoyable. If you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Ask me any questions you may have, and I always will try and answer them as best as I can. Until next time, peace.